If you are watching this video for the first time, make sure you are subscribing to Anantalakshmi Academy. Once you click on the subscribe button, you will see a bell icon. If you click on that bell and click on all, you will get to know whenever I upload a video. This will send you a notification. Hello everybody, welcome back to Anantalakshmi Academy. Today we are going to cover exercise 8.4 of the chapter Similar Triangles. So even before to this we have had explanations of many theorems like basic proportionality theorem, converse of basic proportionality theorem, followed by exercise 8.1 and similarity criterion for the triangles like SSS, AAA, SAS, followed by exercise 8.2. Later on we had the concept of areas of similar triangles, followed by exercise 8.3, and just before this video we had Pythagoras theorem and converse of the Pythagoras theorem, and now we are into exercise 8.4. If you have not gone through those videos, I suggest you guys to please go through them so that you can have a better understanding of this. If not, I'll be attaching the playlist of similar triangles in the end card. Please go through them. From there also you can go through them. Okay, so let us jump into the first problem of exercise 8.4, wherein they are asking us to prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. Okay, so first let us draw a rhombus. These are the diagonals of a rhombus. So A, B, C and D. The intersection of the diagonals is named as O. Okay, this is a rhombus. So solution given. What is given for us? Rhombus is given. So ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus, wherein when you say it is a rhombus, all the sides are equal. AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. And it is given that AC and BD are diagonals, right? AC and BD are diagonals. In a rhombus, diagonals are perpendicular to each other, which meant AC is perpendicular to BD. When AC is perpendicular to BD, all the triangles that are formed inside of it are nothing but the right angled triangles. So here, when we said the diagonals bisect each other, when we say that diagonals bisect each other, so in a rhombus, the diagonals bisect each other. Now they are asking us to prove that the sum of squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to sum of the squares of its diagonals. Okay, now consider the triangle OAB. Okay, in triangle OAB, since this is a right angle triangle, right angled at O, AB square is equal to OA square plus OB square. Okay, what did we say? In a rhombus, the diagonals bisect each other, meaning they intersect the other diagonal such that it divides the other diagonal into two equal parts, meaning OA is equal to AC by 2 and OB is equal to BD by 2. Sorry, this is BD by 2. Why? Since ABCD is a rhombus. In a rhombus, the diagonals bisect each other. Okay. Now, I am going to substitute these values in the above equation, which is nothing but AB square is equal to AC by 2 whole square plus BD by 2 whole square. Okay. Now, upon simplification, AC square plus BD square is equal to by 4. Okay, is equal to AB square. That is nothing but AC square plus BD square is equal to 4 into AB square. Now, AB, instead of 4 times AB square, I am going to write it as AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square or AD square. Now what is this? The sum of squares of sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of the squares of its diagonals. Did we prove the same? AC square plus BD square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square. Okay, in order to have a better understanding for this, you could write RTP like here after the given section, saying AC square plus BD square is equal to AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus DA square. And whatever the procedure that we have done, we could encode it into the, enclose it into the proof section. Okay. That is about the first problem in exercise 8.4. So let us jump into the next problem. Here we have the second problem of our exercise 8.4, which is ABC is a right angle triangle, right angle at B. Let D and E be any points on AB and BC respectively. Prove that AE square plus CD square is equal to AC square plus DE square. Okay. Solution. What is given for us? ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay. ABC is a right angled triangle such that angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. Now what are we supposed to prove? What is required to prove? Is nothing but AE square plus CD square is equal to AC square plus DE square. Okay, this is the triangle which is already given to you in the textbook itself. This is not drawn by me, this is already given. Okay, let us jump into the proof. Okay, even before jumping into the proof, let us understand this diagram first. How many triangles we have? ABC is 1. DBC is 1, ABE is 1, DEB is 1. Okay. So, from the within the proof, now what are we going to do? We are going to consider the bigger triangle first. Okay. In triangle ABC, using Pythagoras theorem, what can we write? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is one thing. Okay, now what do we have? We also have a bigger triangle we consider. Now we are going to consider the smaller triangle. In triangle DBE, DE square is equal to DB square plus BE square. Okay, this is equation number 2. Consider them as well. In triangle ABE, from ABE, what can we write? AE square is equal to AB square plus BE square. AE square is equal to AB square plus BE square. Let us consider this as equation 2. Now, what is the triangle that is left out? BDC. Okay. In triangle BDC, DC square is equal to, or CD square is equal to DB square plus BC square. Let us call this as equation number 4. Now what are we supposed to prove? AE square plus CD square, isn't it? So let us do the summation of equation 3 and 4. So 3 plus 4 gives us AE square plus CD square is equal to AB square plus BE square plus DB square plus BC square. Okay. Now what do we have from equation 1? AB square plus BC square is nothing but AC square. Likewise, from equation 2 we have DB square plus BE square is nothing but, this is DE square. And this term is nothing but AC square, isn't it? So, substituting 1 and 2, what do we get? AE square plus CD square is equal to, what is it? AC square plus DE square. Is that what we are supposed to prove? Yes. Hence proved. Okay. This is about problem number 2. Let's jump into the next problem. So here we have problem number 3 and 4 already written on the board. So let's go through them. The first one is third one. Prove that 3 times the square of any side of an equilateral triangle is equal to 4 times the square of the altitude. Here we are dealing with the equilateral triangle ABC, and the other is altitude is always perpendicular to the base. If we consider this as H and side as A, altitude divides the side in 2 equal parts. So such that BD is equal to A by 2 and BC is equal to A by 2. This total side is A. Okay. So solution given. What is given? ABC is right angle is equilateral triangle. Okay, triangle, which meant AB is equal to BC is equal to CA is equal to A. Okay, let AD is the altitude such that it is H. And what are we supposed to prove? 3 times square of side, any side is nothing but A square is equal to 4 times the square of the altitude. This is what we are supposed to prove. Okay, altitude we consider it as H. 3 times the side square is equal to 4 times the altitude square is what we are supposed to prove. So let's try proving the same. Now since it forms AD is perpendicular to, okay, in triangle ABC, AD is perpendicular to BC, isn't it? From what? Triangle ADB, using Pythagoras theorem, what can I write? AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. AB square is nothing but A square is equal to AD square is H square plus BD square is A by 2 whole square. So what does H square become? H square is equal to A square minus A square by 4. I sent this the other side. So this becomes H square is equal to 4A LCM 4A square minus A square by 4, which is H square is equal to 3A square by 4. If you send this 4 other side, this becomes 3A square is equal to 4H square. Is this what we were supposed to prove? Yes. 3A square is equal to 4H square, hence proved. Alright, this is about the third problem. We already have the fourth problem listed on the board. So let's take a look at it. Given that PQR is a triangle right angled at P and M is a point on QR, PQR is a triangle right angled at P. Okay, sorry, this is given for us. And M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. Show that PM square is equal to QM into MR. Okay. So here, if you remember, if you have gone through the explanation of the Pythagoras theorem, wherein we have proved that this triangle is similar to the bigger triangle, also this PMQ is similar to the triangle PQR. We are going to do the same here. Solution. So what is given? PQR is a right angled triangle. PQR is a right angled triangle. Okay, that is a short notation for me for a right angled triangle, and PM is perpendicular to QR. Okay, from triangle, in triangle PMR and PQR, what is same for both of them? Angle R is equal to angle R and angle P is equal to angle M is equal to 90 degrees. So by AA similarity, what we write? By AA similarity, triangle RPM is similar to triangle PQR. Okay, This is how we solve for the proof of Pythagoras theorem, right? Similarly, what am I going to write? The other triangle PMQ. PMQ, okay, let me consider this as equation 1, is similar to triangle PQR. Let us consider this as equation 2. Now, RPM is similar to PQR. PMQ is also similar to PQR. So, from 1 and 2, what can we write? From 1 and 2, RPM, triangle RPM is similar to triangle PMQ. Okay. RPM will be like this. Sorry, M is the right angle now. For PMQ will be like this, where M is the right angle. Now, since two triangles are similar, what happens? The sides ratio will be equal. So, opposite side I am considering RM by PM is equal to, next the base, PM by MQ. So if you send the other side and this the other side, this becomes PM square is equal to RM into MQ, which is nothing but QM into MR. No, PM square is eventually QM into MR. This is what is supposed to be proved, isn't it? So we proved that the smaller triangles are similar to the bigger triangle, and eventually those two smaller triangles are similar, and from there, by considering the sides ratio, we proved the whatever is needed, PM square is equal to QM into MR. So I do not want to prolong this video. In this video, I am going to stop here just for the 4 problems of exercise 8.4. So if you understand this concept and feel this is worth enough to share, please do share it with your classmates or any 10th class students in your circle. Also, please do like, share and subscribe to Anantalakshmi Academy. Thank you for watching.